Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokémon Insurgence. I hope everybody is staying happy, healthy, and safe. On the last part, we were here in Amphitrite City, and we finally took Galreath's word, and we went down to the Crystal Caves over here. It's just south of this area, and we met with the strange man who had the googly eyes that were way too far apart, and he told us about the Augur's Crystal. After that, we defeated Galreath, and Galreath then had to run for his life. So on this part, we are going to be heading up into the base of Mount Rose. I think it's Mount Rose's base, yeah, which is right over here. And we are going to be trying to find a way to stop the Infernal Cult. So, speaking of being at the base of Mount Rose, I'm going to go ahead and put up the encounters right here. There's really not too much here. Also, you will notice that I do have Mew with me. Mew has been trained up just a little bit and given a kind of decent moveset. So the base of Mount Rose doesn't have much. I know that if you dive down here, there's a little bit of a hiding spot, and there's a rare candy right down here. So that's pretty cool, right? And I also know that if we come all the way up over here, and if we surf on the water, we can find the TM for Sludge Wave up here. So that's pretty cool. Something I want to mention is that right up over here, you'll actually notice that Nora is waiting for you. However, you can talk to her and you'll progress the story from there, but you can also come to this building right here, and if we make our way all the way up over here, we'll have another story trigger. Hey, Icy, this is your phone, right? Listen, I just stopped by the checkpoint they built up on Mount Rose, and I think it's being run by the Infernal Cult. Meet me outside. We'll need to find another way in. So you could totally miss that phone call if you just straight up talk to her out there. It doesn't really add much, it doesn't really do much, but it's there. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to her and see what she wants. Listen, Icy. You know that security checkpoint that's set up just east of here? That wasn't here a week ago. We used to be able to go up and down the mountain freely. It's kinda suspicious that it's only here now that the Infernal Cult is playing their hand. We can't go through there. I don't know how those vaccines, or whatever they actually are, work, but I don't want to play it risky. We need to find kids. Well, this is convenient. How did you find us? We tracked Icy through their Mega Ring. What? You thought it was a free gift? You know the old expression, keep your friends close, and keep your enemies closer. Rukra suspected you would need to climb the mountain, and he sent me to find you. He has a way to help. Naturally, he requires something in return. Icy knows where our base is, in the black market. You'll find us there. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. We can't just go somewhere, can we? There's always 30 things to do before we get there. We can't trust them, but we should probably see what they want. I'll head over. It's not like we have to agree to what they offer. Do you want to come with me, or would you rather head over by yourself? I really don't have anything to do, so I'm just going to go with her. So we will be right here at the black market, kind of outside of their base actually, but that's fine. I'm going to come up over here and do a safety save. And before we actually enter this battle, I want to show off Mew's set. You'll also notice that I have some other party members here, but we're not going to talk about those because they don't really matter here. What matters is this Mew set. So I got a Jolly Mew, which was pretty cool, so I figured I'd try to make use of it. So I have a physical set here. It has Bulk Up, Flame Charge, Zen Headbutt, and Soft Boiled. So Soft Boiled keeps us healthy as we bulk up and eventually run through the opponent's team. Flame Charge is an option to give us an attacking move, a secondary attacking move. That's a bit weak, but it also raises our speed so we can sweep. And then we have Zen Headbutt. It's not quite as refined as Generation 8's physical Mew set, which has Dragon Dance and also Psychic Fangs, but it's still pretty cool. So again, one safety save and let's move forward. Well, this brings back memories. Was I seeing that scared Deoxys boy last time though? Wasn't it? What was his... Don't you dare say his name. It's your fault that he's like that. I'm going to fix him, and then I'm coming for you. A bit of a spark. Adorable. I couldn't care less about you, kiddo. It's Icy I invited here. Taen, go get the machine ready. I have information that could help both of you. It'll help you find your friend and get up the mountain. I don't want much in return. Just 2 small favors. I want your time to test something once again. And just a tiny bit of Mew's DNA. I have data on all your battles. I know you battled it recently. You're probably covered in it. What? What would you need Mew's DNA for? Can you really not see why? It's my stick, kid. I make Pokémon, experimental versions of them anyways. Are you really so stupid you can't think of a single reason why... Never mind. Doesn't matter. What do you say? I've got information. I need your time and use DNA. Okay. Fantastic. I'm glad we could come to an agreement. A skin flake. This will do fine. Follow me. I really wish you didn't do that, Icy. I don't know what he plans to do with that, no matter how obvious it is to him. Let's go. I'm surprised, Nora. Really. You seemed like the smartest one in the Special Snowflake Club. You've never heard of Team Rocket? None of their experiments with Mew. No possible clue as to what I'm trying to create. Taen, the machine deposits it directly into the Master Ball, yes? Right. We should have full control. Have fun, then. Good luck, you two. This is revenge for the embarrassment you two caused me earlier. We've tried so many plans in our pursuit of perfection. Perfect Pokemon. We've tried so many modifications and strategies. We've changed their types, made Megastones, gave them suits of armor. We've even tried fusing them together to create the perfect legendary. But we've never tried creating one from scratch. I hope this hurts. Come out, Mewtwo. Emerge and serve me. And now, you pay. Well, he's a little bit angsty. In a way, I can kind of understand. He literally got sent to find us, probably not too long after we kicked his butt. But either way, we are here up against another Taen battle. It starts off with a Poliwrath. It has Waterfall, Focus Punch, Encore, and Substitute. It has Water Absorb for an ability and Leftovers for a held item. Taen tends to usually have legendaries, and then he has like a couple of really bad Pokemon, a new Mega. Yeah, this is how it goes. So right here, we're going to start bulking up on the Poliwrath. And he's going to use Substitute. That's completely fine. So you can see right there, that Waterfall isn't going to do much, and I'm just going to get to +6 immediately on him. Or +4. Or actually it is +6. I'm confusing myself right here. But as you can see, I'm encored, unfortunately. But the encore ended, so now I can go ahead and soft boil up. And that Focus Punch did absolutely nothing. So next up, I want to use a couple of Flame Charges, get my speed up. There's something that I actually really need to outspeed here. So I'll go ahead and... Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and take out the Poliwrath now. I've got a few speed boost, I've maxed out my attack stat, and we can easily take it out. And you already know, this is going to be a sweep. So next up is going to be Darmanitan. So Delta Darmanitan is a Dark Ghost type. It has a nerf for an ability. This one actually has a Choice Scarf. It has Knockoff, Shadow Claw, U-Turn, and Rock Slide. Unfortunately, it's a Dark type. We can't use Zen Headbutt. I can use Flame Charge. And at +6, that does a lot of damage. So that was kind of unfortunate, but we basically would have two-shot it anyways, unless he got a crit with Shadow Claw, which would be unfortunate. So right here we have the Zebstrika, has the Zebstrika-ite, so its ability is going to turn into competitive. It has Thundershock, Overheat, Dazzling Gleam, and Hidden Power Grass. And none of that matters. So he's going to Mega Evolve faster, and we're going to one-shot it. Very, very clean. Darmanitan is going to come back in. I'm going to go for the Flame Charge and finish it off. He's going to go ahead and send in Glade. This has Steadfast for an ability, has Leftovers, it has Sword Stance, Close Combat, Zen Headbutt, and Knockoff. I'm just going to go for the Zen Headbutt and knock it out. And next up is going to be Kyurem. So this has Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, Substitute, and Roost. Pressure, no held item. Pretty basic. Then Headbutt, and it's down. And finally, here is the Mewtwo. It has Pressure, it has a Life Orb, it has Ice Beam, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Focus Blast. So, in all honesty, it can't do anything to Mew right here. It's probably a 2-hit KO with either Zen Headbutt or Flame Charge. Kinda curious, actually. Yeah, let's find out. Oh, it's not. But with Life Orb damage, it might be. Yeah, it is. That's awesome! Plus, we get to prove that our Mew is superior to his Mewtwo. That's pretty nice. For the love of... Unbelievable, Tane. They're kids. You've had Kyurem, Mewtwo, even the entire Tao trio. You still couldn't take them down. Pathetic. Mewtwo. At this moment, Zenith is the most powerful human being alive. He has some sort of ability that lets him take control of others. Using a Psychic-type Pokemon, perhaps. I know that the hard way. He took the shard of the crystal we found. One of our scientists was a double agent for him. None of us have any clue where this power comes from. No psychic type I know can control people on this level. And now that he has a piece of the crystal, I don't know how far his power can extend. But right now, I'm scared. The virus I created extends life by strengthening the body and its resistance. This improved immune system seems to let the victim actually ignore Zenith's power. However, the vaccine doesn't do anything. I've stolen it and studied it. It's a complete dud. I have a hunch his control booths and his checkpoints have something to do with his ability. So Harmony's father, or your friend, should be able to get you up the mountain. I've been tracking their location. You know where they are? You didn't tell us? I can only read the psychic signals emitted when they use their abilities. They have the same signature as Deoxys. I'm sure there's no Deoxys around here. I've met with them and negotiated with them. I've agreed to not disclose their location and allow them to continue whatever it is they're doing, so long as they do me small favors from time to time. I've asked them to meet you at Mount Rose. You can talk to them, negotiate with them, do whatever it is you need to do. Now, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you two anymore. They're waiting for you. They won't wait forever. I don't like this, Icy. I'll meet you up the mountain, if Damien is actually there. Unless, do you want to come with me? Or do you want to make your way back? Sure. Okay, let's go. Let's see if Damien really is there. As nice of it as it was for Nora to take us here to the beginning of the Mount Rose Base area, we do actually have some backtracking to do now. I kind of saved this up because I wanted to make sure that if I had to backtrack, then I would be doing it all at once. So our first trip is actually going to be to Rogan Town. Here in Rogan Town, we actually want to head inside the Pokemon Center. I don't know if anyone remembers this man, but he gave us a bicycle before. Yo, kid, you still owe me a favor, remember? Well, basically I need you to babysit one of my little brother's Pokemon. You don't get to keep it, obviously, but, well, your household isn't so great right now. Just look after it for a while, can ya? Oh, fantastic. I'll hit you up in a couple of weeks then. Obviously, we're not going to be giving this thing back anytime soon. However, we should take a look at it, see what we got. Also, you don't belong here. You can go here, I think. But we received a Delta Emolga. So, given that this thing is a Fire Dark and it has Emolga's base stats, it doesn't seem special. And that's because right now, it isn't, but it has this amazing hidden ability that we'll get access to in the post-game called Blaze Boost. Basically, what Blaze Boost does is, before the user uses a fire-type attack, its attack, special attack, and speed all get +1. Emolga then changes its form, and in that form, it basically has 10% chance of giving you a burn if you make contact with it. It's basically bargain bin flame body, but at the same time, that's still pretty good because that means that it still technically has an ability after it uses its regular ability. That probably doesn't make sense. Either way, besides that, we also have to make a small visit to the Dragon Ruins. If you come over here to the Dragon Ruins after you defeat Taen, you'll notice that there's a Dragon move tutor here. So he has Draco Meteor, Dual Chop, Outrage, and Twister. No Dragon Dance, unfortunately. All of these but Twister are pretty good. I mean, Draco Meteor and Outrage are absolutely insane. And then you, of course, have Dual Chop, which is kind of circumstantial. But it's still a pretty good move, so I think I might actually give Draco Meteor to Charizard. Mainly just because I could use something stronger than Dragon Pulse, so that's probably going to be pretty nice. And with all of this said and done, we're going to go ahead and head back to the Mount Rose base now, and we're going to see if we can scale the mountain, hopefully with Deoxys Damien's help. Back here at the base of Mount Rose, we're going to go ahead and head on up over here to where we last saw Nora and talk to her. They're not here yet. I've been waiting for ages. What if they don't show? What if Rukra... There's the second one. Damien, let's get down to business. You need us to get up the mountain. And we need the shards of the Augur's crystal. So if we... What? No, absolutely not. We can't do that. What do you know about the crystal? I mean... I'm not asking you to get it for us. We just don't want it in Zenith or Persephone's hands. Once it's in your hands, or anyone else's, we can acquire it easily. Okay. We're not pushovers, you know. Go, Damien. Disguise yourself. Go through the checkpoint and get this over with. Perfect. That ladder should get you up and down the mountain without having to go through the checkpoint. He was your friend, right? He doesn't talk much anymore. I'm sorry if we've caused you pain, but he's happier now. Are you controlling him? Did he choose to leave us? I didn't say he chose, but he is happier. If he's really happier like that, I'll leave him. It hurts, but it would be the right thing to do. But it has to be his choice. I need to know if this is what he wants. I can't just abandon him. I swear I'm going to find him and I will get him to talk. But for now, let's go show these cultists how to actually cure a disease. On another note, I desperately need a better closing one-liner. Well, you and me both, Nora. So, we will now be on the second stage of Mount Rose, and I want to show something unique off. I don't know if I've shown this off yet, but if you have Mew in the first slot of your party, and it's your following Pokemon, you can actually use it, or talk to it, to access the Transform menu, instead of using the Quartz Flute. So we can actually just use Seed Flare just like this. And then we can surf up and over here. There's actually a lot of trainers on this route, but most of them are avoidable. Also, there is a hidden grotto here, and there's something really, really good in it. So as usual, we're going to save outside of the hidden grotto, and we're going to check out the inside. That is definitely not what I want. But with a few soft resets, we will find this, and this is definitely what I want. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is going to be the Delta Phantom. Delta Phantom is a Mono Fairy type Pokemon. However, when it evolves into Delta Trevenant, it is going to become a Fairy Fighting type. So that's pretty cool. It could have Snow Warning for an ability, which is kind of weird. It's really weird to see a Pokemon that isn't the same type of the weather that it's setting, but it kind of happens sometimes, I suppose. It also has Overcoat as another regular ability. and its hidden ability is Snow Cloak, so we won't see that for a while. Delta Trevenant is actually pretty strong. I mean, a close combat off of Trevenant's 110 base attack is pretty crazy. Same thing for a Play Rough. So anyways, that's the only really notable thing here on this route. And for the most part, I'm going to basically avoid all the encounters here, as well as here inside of Mount Rose if I can. I have to be really careful for most of these. Thankfully, the NPC trainers in... Oh, he found me. That was actually one of the better trainers that I could have run into. He had only one Pokemon, but as I was mentioning, thankfully the NPC trainers in Insurgence aren't like those in the DS games, or they'll spin to follow you around. And also, we have this cutscene. It's been a slow day today. Calreath? What? Shouldn't you be at work? I'd like to be, but the people of Amphitrite sort of have a different plan for my life nowadays. There's no time to explain. I've already seen the people of Selene City eyeing me, too. They must have seen the broadcast Zenith put out. It's time to go. I'll explain everything on the way. Okay. Let's get going then. I knew it! I knew it! I knew Darkrai was following my awful sister around. I knew she was luring it in somehow. But why? Why? Why won't Darkrai choose me? There's gotta be something else going on. What does Diana have that I don't? What does Diana have that I don't, that Darkrai is after? Doesn't matter. I'm going to tail them. I'm going to bring her to justice for what she did to me. Then, I'm going after Darkrai. Oh, this is going to be fun. So we'll have that little cutscene and we'll kind of be out here on the mountain again. Fortunately, this is the only trainer that I actually have to battle on this route, so I can skip most of the others. If I'm stealthy enough, which I'm not. I should probably stop saying these things because I continue to jinx myself, unfortunately. So I can just come around and skip that trainer. We'll enter the interior of Mount Rose yet again, but thankfully, like I said earlier, we are just going to continue to skip trainers if this sailor will be nice. I don't think he's going to be nice. Okay, that's fine. And with this, we can finally exit out into Daeran Town. So Daeran Town has a lot of interesting things that we can do in here. But first off, I'm going to need to go to the Pokemon Center, and I'm going to need to buy some revives. So I want to buy 10 of these. And I also want to go to the PC. I'm going to need to get something that has one of these strength alternatives. I think my Muck has Bulldoze. It doesn't. Alright, I'm going to be using my Marowak since it has Headbutt on it, and that's what I'll be using as the strength alternative. If we come down here in the town, we can actually find an empty minecart, but if we use a strength alternative on the minecart, we can push it and find the Glalie. Besides the useless Glalie, though, there's a few other things that we can actually do here. If we head up over here, there is actually a little monument right here. I'll read it in just a second, but there is also an X speed right next to it. This seems to be a shrine dedicated to the late King Vezrin. He seemed to be a hero of the distant past. It details his conquest, including the formation of 3 whole regions. That's pretty cool. There's also a Parasol lady up over here. So she's going to ask us about weather conditions, and which that we seem to take a liking to. This is something that's kind of tricky to answer because depending on what we answer her, she will give us certain items. So if we were to answer Sandstorm, we would get the Smooth Rock, the Heartstone, the Ground Gem. If we answered Hail, we get the Icy Rock, Nevermelt Ice, and an Ice Gem. If we answer Rain, we get a Damp Rock, Mystic Water, and a Water Gem. If we answer a Heat Rock, or if we answer Sun, we'll get a Heat Rock, Charcoal, and a Fire Gem. And finally, if I just decided that I'm kind of indifferent and exited out of the menu, I would get a Dark Rock, Black Glasses, and a Dark Gem. So I'm not sure I really like any of these, but I do like Hail. But it kind of feels bad. So she's trying to give away some of her old items to make room for the next generation of trainers, and like you see there, she'll give us all these. I don't know if I would really want to pick Hail normally, because there is also this person over here. This person over here is a snowball collector, and depending on how many snowballs that you give him, he will give you certain items. Unfortunately, we can only find 5 snowballs right now, and that means we can't get the really good TM from him. But speaking of TMs, we can actually get a couple here. There is the TM for Avalanche on this rock right over here, and if we come down over here, there is a scientist wandering about. Would you be interested in trading items? I'm looking for revives. Any that you found, I'll take off your hands. I tell you what, if you give me 10 revives, I'll give you a nice TM. I don't know why he can't just go straight to the Pokemon Center. I'm glad you weren't being a jerk about this or anything. Well, I kinda just was. But anyways, he will give us Fire Blast if we give him 10 revives, which is pretty nice. And since we were talking about TMs, we might as well hunt down one last TM. So if we come all the way down over here, and if we enter this house, find a Haunter. And if we talk to the Haunter, it will be holding the TM Payback. There's honestly not that many other items left over in this town. Most of them are held by Pokemon in houses, and most of them are items that we've already had access to, and items that we continue to have access to as well, such as experience shares, or I think there's an air balloon somewhere. Anyways, for the final thing that we're going to take care of in this town, we're going to talk to this girl over here. Hey, mister. My brother and I were thinking about making everyone that lives here happier, so we decided to make snowmons. I've been working on this snowman for days. My sis says I'm a perfectionist. Maybe she's right. So, you'll notice they made a cute Pichu and a very cute Pikachu snowman. And after that, if we come over to the right here, we'll notice that there's a Duskull Snowman. Spooky. We're just gonna come back over here and she's gone. Don't worry, this isn't actually some sort of spooky tale or anything like that. She's actually just wandered off over here. Now there's a Munchlax that has been carefully constructed out of snow. Hey mister, do you like the Munchlax I made? Huh? A Duskull Snowman? Nope, we didn't make anything like that. But I'm glad someone else is having fun too. I'm gonna go see if anything else has been made. After we talk to the little girl at the Munchlax Snowman, we're gonna make our way all the way over here to this Frostlass Snowman. Whoa, a Frostlass Snowman! It emulates elegance eerily effectively. This is really well done. Can I make anything as pretty as this? I'm gonna keep at it. So afterwards, we're going to come over here to the left, and we should find an Eevee Snowman. It seems to be cute, yet proud. And after we talk to the Eevee Snowman, if we come down here, we'll find a Jengar Snowman. It looks quite mischievous. The coal used for its devious grin is a nice touch. Did it again! How do they work so fast? And why do they like ghost Pokemon so much? I'm accepting their challenge. So, after that, we're going to continue on running around the town and examining all the different snowmons. Now we're going to find a Torchic snowmon, which looks as fluffy as the real thing. After we talk to the Torchic snowmon, we can come up over here and we'll find a Gauntlet snowmon, which looks small yet mighty. And after that, we should actually be able to come back down over here, and you'll see the little boy is working on a Greninja snowmon now. The sister wanted him to make something bigger. It looks like this Greninja snowmon couldn't withstand the weight and lost its legs. Well, that's unfortunate. So after we talk to the little boy and his Greninja snowmon, we can come down towards the entrance of the town, and we'll find a Jigglypuff snowmon, whose roundness only seems to make it more adorable. After that, we can move on to the right, and we can find a Trevenant snowmon that looks like it's ready to guard the town. And finally, we can make our way back over here, head over to the Greninja snowmon, where the little girl will be helping her brother. Okay, mister. This is it. I need to know who I'm competing with, but it's like every time I go to find them, they disappear without a trace. I'm gonna keep working on this snowmon with my brother. Can you do me a huge favor and try to find who else is making snowmons? Well, I don't have an idea, so we're just gonna head this way and... Oh, I think we found him. This Mismagius snowmon has been made with incredible accuracy, almost like it was made while looking in a mirror. Just gonna save here for precautions, and we're gonna talk to this. So this is Delta Mismagius. It's an ice and fairy type, which is pretty cool. It's actually a really nice Pokemon. So I'm just going to throw Ultra Balls at this. I want to be really careful with it. I realize at this point that I haven't talked about something, and that is the hidden ability of Delta Mismagius and Delta Mismagius. It's called Winter Joy. So Winter Joy gives these Pokemon an attack and special attack boost that's around 40% during the winter months. So those are November, December, January, and February. During the months of May, June, July, August, the attack and special attack actually drops by 30% though. This doesn't really mean anything though, because you can actually change the date on your computer to always have the boost. This is also the hidden ability of Delibird in this game, which you can actually access as well. The reason we can actually access it on Delibird is because you can go to secret bases, and Pokemon in secret bases have a chance at having their hidden ability, which is really nice. Granted, it's a Delibird. It's not going to be doing anything special. Alright, so that is the Delta Mismagius, or Mismagius caught. It's another Delta species discovered by Echo III. This Pokemon does its best to bring everyone into the holiday spirit. It's only happy when everyone else is. Well, it's never going to be happy around me. But anyways, that is... Oh, I forgot this cutscene happened. Oh, mister, have you seen a Pokemon like that before? Kinda looks like a Mismagius. Hey, are you the one making all these snowmons? They're really good. You should come make snowmons with us sometime. It'll be fun. Thanks for playing with us, mister. I'm gonna go play with Mismagius now, but come play with us again one day, okay? Let's go. Oh, that was really cute and heartwarming. But as I was saying, we have done so much in this part, and it's now time to close this off. Also, you can see them here. They're making the Snow Greninja with Mismagius. It's so cute. But I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helps, and I will most definitely catch you all on the next one. Peace.